Okay, so here we go coming in. It's Hong Kong Esports versus Flash Wolves. Hong Kong Esports have gone through the gauntlet so far, defeating... Wait, have it? I don't think there was a gauntlet for this. Anyway. Flash Wolves, or Hong Kong Esports, showed impressively in playoffs. Gonna show up here so far in regionals. Rek'Sai coming in for Karsa. And then Maokai and Victor. Victor are strong. Maokai the takeaway from Stake because they went for the first pick Rek'Sai. So now, even though I really have to pee, even though Maokai's taken, there's still Sai on if they wanted to go for that. Still a tank, still same role as Maokai. Haven't seen him as much because Maokai just outshines him, and Maokai is not at the top. Shen also works as that, gives even more global presence as well. So far with Rek'Sai, Alistar, Shen, that's a really big tank line. A Vayne would do well versus that. And they have at least. Also good versus tanks with the percent damage. If they lock in Morgana Vayne, the Black Shield will make Vayne really, really strong against it. So now they need something to break the Black Shield in the back line. You could go for Twisted Fate's ban. You can go for a Ziggs right now. Don't really like the Corki. Vayne beats that lane since his Q put a cast time on it, or projectile time. Diana would also work for assassinating the Vayne. But this does mean if they lock that, okay, they lock that in. Flash Wolves have a kill right away, or you lose because they don't have enough sustained damage. Gragas into the jungle, provides tank line, can disengage with his ult, protecting the Vayne. Also with the Gragas Vayne, when you separate them with your ult, that's when Vayne shines. She has the 1v1 potential, can 1v1 Shen, Rek'Sai, Alistar, as long as Diana doesn't land the Q. You can 1v1 Diana, 1v1 Corki. If you separate the fight, you're gonna win. Gravity Field for zone control, and Maokai's ultimate for protection with Black Shield. I got strung up there trying to think of what his ultimate was called. Through draft phase, Hong Kong Esports has the edge, and Flash Wolves going forward, looking to win early with the Shen ult. Now, one thing they do have it's going to be really hard to kill Diana in the late game. Shen ult's on top for when she goes in. If she gets rolling, it could be scary. But Hong Kong Esports, as I've said, they have things to deal with it. You can put a gravity field down, condemn her into it, and then just advance onto her. She's stuck in it. Gravity field applies a stun. She's dead. And interesting to see what comes out here. Ole, of course, Korean support, played for Brazil last season, coming in here. and going out looking for. They're picking. Looks like it's just going to do a word. It's going to be standard lanes for both teams, as there's no grouping coming out. I expect Hong Kong Esports to really try to punch this Diana early. 3-4 man gangs. Now that's a lot harder since you're not lane swapping. To do, you can get away with 3 man, not really 4 man. But just camp the Diana as hard as you can. Shut her down, because once she gets level 6, you're just going to be camping her to save yourself, not to kill her. So, actually gonna double jungle to see this a lot. Looks like Corki and Alistair are gonna take the camp bot lane. But you do double jungle, you both get level 2 and your jungler's relatively healthy so that they can clear the rest of their jungle and gank. There actually was a lane swap coming in as Vayne is top lane now. So I missed that one. And Morgana in bot lane looks like she's gonna freeze this lane. That's really interesting. So I think she froze that lane to fake the swap. Or the fact that she was already down there. She did that way. It would be easier for Maokai should it be 1v1. And Vayne just freezing top lane. Hong Kong Esports, Mei and Danger are gonna clear the whole jungle together. No reason to come down here. Ole just trying to take experience. Pretty dangerous in that bush if they find her. They do have a lot of kill pressure with Sword Art by Alistar. So Ole farming out this. Really? Haven't seen a support do a 1v2, and looks like they're swapping as Corki and Alistair backed. They really want to punch this Vayne early, which makes sense. But actually Corki recalled just for a long sword. It's going to go back into that lane. I guess he didn't feel safe with Alistair Maokai coming back in. And through all that, they got both sides of their jungle. Actually, Ole getting collapsed on here. Karsa lands the knockup, flashes away, ignites on Burn. Looks like he's going to get away if Karsa can't land the knockup. Keeps going. This is looking close. Grax is here to save him. Binding lands now. Karsa's in trouble. Condemn back. Ole just needs to get out of here. Heal comes out to save him, and Karsa goes down to Gragas for first blood for Dinter. Really big overcommittal there by Flash Wolves. And it was a rushed overcommittal as well. If he used his spells more correctly, he probably would have picked up the kill. In the end, that's just going to Vayne, so not who you want to be giving gold to. Dinter getting jungle wards out off that pink ward into the jungle. Let's see if he picks up Flash Wolf's pink here. He sees it, and he's going to take that out, it looks like. Toy's playing really aggressive against Maple here. Knows that he can't get 1v1 with Gragas there. Don't think I've seen a Victor go in melee range behind the enemy minions just to land a Q onto Diana. And Mei with the wave pushing back for him. Gonna recall. Sword Art and Mistake just roaming around. They're mid lane, but since this push, there's not going to be any gank there. Toy's picking up all that farm. Gonna recall for mana. He should have his jungle or his enchant for his item. Um, there we go. Gonna get a pink ward as well. Probably gonna level E as that's what victors do. And 3 procs from Godquai onto Stake. Dinger's here for a gank, but don't know if he's been seen. They're playing really safe. He's gonna move up, and that's when he gets seen. The pings come out. Ward down for the blue buff. Has Karsa unseen. Doesn't pick up the ward while he's at Wolves. And now he's gonna go over to the blue. But with 4 people there, you can't really contest it. Maple's gonna come over and pick up the blue. He gets pinged out. Don't know if he saw the pink ward there. We'll see it on the way back. Nope, looks like pink ward's gonna live another day. Since you're going to protect his pink ward, pick up any pink ward as Gragas. Gragas is actually getting scared off by the collapse by Maple. I feel like they'd have a pretty good 2v2 in that scenario. Since Alistair doesn't have all. But Diana does have the ability just to first at one target. A lot less pressure on Diana than we thought there would be in the early game. And looks like HKE gonna swap back for a dragon. If they stayed top lane, they'd risk losing dragon. And without that much damage on the turret, you'd probably be trading turrets as well. Ole picking up the pink ward there. How's it for dragon gonna get some tunnels while he's at it? Sorter's there, looking for if he steps too far forward for an engage, but none's gonna happen. Vayne has Catalyst, so she can do this lane pretty well. Sheen damage does make it still pretty even though. If Corki will land stuff, it will be in favor of Corki, and I'd say 2v2 wise, Alistar provides a lot more. Winter clear. Another pink ward. His is still standing there that he placed way early into this game. Karsa trying to steal that with the Praise Seeker, doesn't get it. But they do know that he's going to be bot lane now. And big way for Stick here, he's going to be able to clear that out relatively while missing one there. Second one missed. And that third one missed actually, unforced. As Maokai backed for a cowl. Corky, of course, doing a lot of magic damage. Cal's gonna help him with that. Shen does magic damage, so does Diana. Diana's rushing Nature's Tooth. A lot of times you'll see Diana's go Abyssal Scepter in this lane matchup. So, the bully potential for the victor is still there. Rek'Sai just ulting. Blue buff comes up. That's going over to Maple again. Dinger getting finged out. Looks like he's going for Draken as they know that Rek'Sai's top side lane. Toy should place at the gravity field. Let's see if he did that. It's not going to show us. And Free Dragon coming over to Hong Kong Esports. That's why you ward the enemy blue buff when they're on blue side. Gravity field coming out for Maple. Gets a stun. E not coming out though. Dinger hanging out in mid lane was seen on a ward, however. So, Maple, knowing he's there, Rek'Sai's behind. To see him going waste of Carson's gonna back. I think they wanted the 2v2, that's why he was playing so aggressively. And Blue coming over for Toys. Maintaining the... Well, actually, with Diana taking raise, the 10 CS lead's dropping. I was about to say maintaining 10 CS lead, but that's going away now. Nothing really happening here. Carson and Starter on the road looking like they're gonna dive here. And here they go. Starter getting a little stuck on the corner. Toys is able to get away. Bit of damage on the Starter. He's gonna heal that up. So, not much action here. Builds seem normal. And Hong Kong Esports, knowing they have the late game, aren't really pushing anything early. Yeah. Bot lane taking a really bad trade there. Of course, any trade they do will be healed up by flash wills. And Carson's here for a gank. I feel like they could have forced that tower, but lack of vision, didn't want any collapse. So Flash Wolves really need to have something happen. They haven't used any teleport yet. They want to try to force fights in bot lane. Like, they have dealt TP, force a 5-man fight bot lane. Diana actually bought a lot there. Finished with the Asterisk and Negatron Cloak. No pressure so far in the lane as CS is relatively equal. And sort of taking a lot of damage forces out the Unbreakable Will. They're just going to back away though. May going on the stake loses the trade. Odd time for him to trade there. And we've seen Shen fall off from getting Triforce, even though you need that for him to be useful. This way, he's just an annoyance. It's like Yasuo, when he builds full tank. Actually, I would say it's like Yasuo, because Yasuo, at least you have to deal with him. His job's to be an annoyance, not a damage. And teleport's coming in as the all-in. Shen ult comes down. This is the 5-man gank on bot lane. Condemn stops Maple from doing anything, and sort of gets hit by a binding. Teleport's countering, and this looks like it'll be Dinter flashing in for the ult onto Maple. Maple out of mana, can't do much in this fight as Ole goes really low. Kill for on direct side. Kramer flashes forward, surprisingly. Toys didn't need to ult there as it was already dead. But that's a 3-for-1 off of. Actually, it could be 4-for-1 as Stake getting condemned here. Stake's gonna fall down to Toys. Is the one who picks it up. Great tanking by Hong Kong Esports on a. And great collapse after Godquai and Ole were able to get out of it. So. As we're watching, binding lands and they decide to go all in. Teleport by Diana, and unfortunately, really bad play by Kramer there to Falco away when they were coming in. Maple gets condemned off of his first ult in and had no mana to follow it up. And then great flash E to hit Maple and then ult him back in. But that's not really who they're focusing. Maple just walks away. Kramer flashes and gets killed, and then Stake sitting around the bot lane. Stake taking a bunch of damage there. Has MR though, so not so much. And Dinter actually ults Sword out of the way. Didn't want any engage coming in there, and he flashes it onto Ole. Headbutt pulverize and headbutts her back. Kramer picking up that kill. And then back to resting stage as teams just looking to farm out again. Dinter able to hold mid lane here as Victor went bot lane, giving this over to Vayne. Both kills for Flash Wolves under Corki, so big power spike there, but it's Triforce versus Bork. So 80 carries are about equal. Of course, under normal fighting conditions, Corki is better. Outplay potential is there for Vayne. And they should send Vayne versus Shen. Shen has no has no armor. They can put Vayne versus Shen, and then they can put Maokai versus Maple. Of course, there's always this option where you just try to group and take towers. Danger, not able to get all the words, but Toys is here. They should just go for the dive. Sort of getting caught up here. Also, Shen ult comes down. So they've got all 5 people there. Cooldowns are down. Hong Kong Esports taking a fight would be really favorable for them here. They have a pink in that bush, but they don't see the ward, oddly enough. And Toys went mid lane to farm. He's going to be able to pick up that turret, looks like, as they're sending Stake back. One thing you notice about Toys is he is devilishly good at finding farm. And for Hong Kong Esports credit, when he finds it, they don't lose anything. So, not able to take the mid turret as people backed off. But, gonna rotate top. They have an advantage in numbers since Stake no longer has a global. And a lot of damage down mid. Mei doesn't have his global up either, and he's going to clear a bot lane. Strange. Looks like they're going to give Flash Wolves this turret for free as everyone just backs off. God Kawhi's here, but sees the numbers and he has to back away. Danger just there to make sure that they don't dive. And turret over to Flash Wolves as they just waited the top lane long enough. Looks like they're gonna look for a bush camp. And they're rotating bot lane. Gonna try to do some damage to this turret, but don't think they're gonna be able to do anything to it. Flash Wolves rotating to collapse. Shen has it, both globals up now. And Maple taking some damage, but Toys is at half mana. And another pink ward in a bush for Hong Kong Esports that can't see any wards. Actually, no, it's not even for Hong Kong Esports, it's Flash Wolves pink, so I guess it's evened out now. I'm wondering when Rat's gonna fix that. Dragon coming up. This will be second for whatever team gets it. Looks like it's going to be Hong Kong Esports as they're in position. Harsa could go for a steal, but that's really unwise with that vision. And picked up without any contest. Flash Wolves trying to damage this mid lane, but Corky's back there. Looks like it's just Alistair on it. He's going to have to back away as well. Scryum came out, don't see where that went. But a lot of ward control for Flash Wolves as Mei getting caught out here for slow lands, and we're gonna have to turn on to Maple here as there's a collapse by Vayne. Vayne Doesn't land the condemn as the flash is away there. Shen ult coming in. Maple should get away here. Flashes in by May. Taunt gets dodged by Godfrey. God quite very low. Diana goes down, and Alistair just gonna. Pulverize doesn't land, ignites down. God quite kiting miraculously. Gets hit by a turret shot actually. And Dinter with the explosive cast protects Veen for a few seconds before Corky's rocket lands. Kramer hits by a binding, takes a lot of damage there, and Stake flash body slam by Dinter, picked up by. Actually, Dinter gets it. Toys almost got it. Heal forward, flash by Toys. Has to be really careful of this Corky here. It looks like they're going to pick both up. And that goes Corky down, so an ace coming in as Toys backs away for his cooldowns after landing the stun onto Corky, and they get a turret off that. Great collapse by Hong Kong Esports onto Diana. Amazing play by Godquai. He would have lived if he didn't take that turret shot, so bit of a mistake there, but just kiting out everything. So Flash maybe gets onto May, flashes the taunt, takes a lot of damage from Diana because it's just Diana, and heals off a minion. Gets hit by body slam into the wall for the stun. Sorta waited for the pulverize for more, dodged it, and then right there, Ole lands the binding, and this is where Toys just like, hey, I can kill Corky. Runs in. Stake has to overcommit to save him, and then they just keep chasing down. Dinter almost made the hero play. Heal by Toys and flash over the wall as it looked like Dinter failed it. And they just picked up, and this is Hong Kong Esports going for a Baron here. They actually pick it up, but can they win the fight? Bang gets knocked over the wall. Gonna come back in. This is really good for them. He's gonna be onto Kramer. Actually gets onto Rek'Sai as Kramer jumps away. Maple and Stake are stuck on a stun. Gragas body slams them, and he looks like Gragas will fall. Doesn't actually fall, as everything's going Hong Kong Esports' way all of a sudden. Stake gonna be able to get away here, and didn't even see that Baron play set up. We were watching a replay. They won a fight, recalled, looked like, came back, took the Baron, and won the fight afterwards. This is a really fed Victor and Vayne coming in here. 300 CS on the Toys. So, Taunt misses on the Toys there. And then Vayne hit over the wall. Now no one's onto their Vayne. Like, Toys getting hit up here. Those that down the stun on top of him. Anyone going on top of him is going to get stunned, as Maple and Stake do there. And he just runs away. Kramer getting condemned against the wall for a stun, saves Toys, and Stake just has to jump away. Shen taking a few camps there, going just a ton away. Luckily attack speed on Vayne. Was able to go for repeat. He has a BF, so we're going IE next. Dragons in a mid, that'll be their third, giving them movement speed buff. And Binding not going to hit anyone, but there wouldn't have been much follow-up anyway. Corky has a lot of wave clear here, especially with Diana's Crescent Strike coming in. But May, untouched on this top turret, looks like he's going to get the inner. Hong Kong Esports not ready to dive yet. When the Frozen Heart comes in, they probably will. Looks like they're building one to Dinter and onto May, though. And the way just get cleared so quickly, even with Baron. Dinter getting hit up by Sorter from over the wall. In the end of the day, Hong Kong Esports still gets the red buff onto Vayne. As Toys goes to far mid. So, Dragon goes free for Hong Kong Esports. Their Baron's going to be over, or is over. And they didn't really get anything with the main push, so all they can really hope for is a team fight outside the base, win it, and then push to win. Maybe at the next Baron, if they win a team fight at the next Baron, they should go for the push, open up the base, because with that wave clear, you didn't get anything. You got half of an inner turret with your main group. Like, Stake wasn't even there, but he also wasn't top lane because he recalled from the bot lane to go top, and it was already gone by the time he got there. Diane has her death cap complete, so a lot of damage coming in from Maple. Corki's still just Corki. And Sorter getting hit by a barrel there. Prey Seeker lands on a Morgana. And then the Mass ends at wave clear again. Interesting to see since they have 5 here if they're going to die, but they'd have to go on to Maple if they do. But there's a lot of things that can go wrong, like Sword Art has knockup that can hit multiple people, so does Karsa and Stake. Maple can land a multi-man E, and then Corki's AoE. Salting in, Baron's going to be up soon as they're trying to gain ward control. I think ward comes in, I'm going to get hit by a sapling as they are able to ward to prevent the May engage. Looks like they're going to two-man the Baron. That's the correct decision here. Keep Dinter away from it until last moment. They don't need Toys here. Toys should be zoning. They know they're doing it now because Toys walked in. And Dinter's going to come in. They pick up the Baron. Now they're for free. Oli getting caught out here, but able to land. And holy big CC onto all of Hong Kong Esports, but Vayne gets away. Vayne's untouched now. Picks up 1, picks up 2. They get 3. Alistair's going to fall down here, so only Karst is alive. Wasn't able to do anything. As the gravity field in that tight square. Sure, the Hong Kong Esports was locked up at first, but once Group Victor locked up everyone else, there was nothing you could do. They're just going to tank out this turret with May. Hopefully it goes on a Dinter, so getting luckier there. This could be the win right now. It should be the win, as they're just going to push through. Toys and Godquai coming up huge in this game 1 of the series. Hong Kong Esports, can they complete their comeback coming through playoffs, surprising everyone, and then showing up like here again in regionals? Toys on your screen now. Not sure who the rest of the players are. Sign for danger. I guess it goes top jungle, mid, 80 carry support. And as we let's move on to our next game. Looks like they're just doing replays. So, should be the game soon. Flash Wolves need to have a better comp because just like the late game was huge, they need to ban the Vayne, try to grab themselves from Maokai, and just go from there. I feel like Jinx would have been a way better AD carry for them. Or even Twitch. So a Rumble ban by Flash was coming out here in Italy. Looks like it'll be the same ban as last game. Actually going for the Rek'Sai. I said that Flash Wolf should ban the Vayne. Maybe they'll just pick better for it. So I don't think they think that Hong Kong Esports won't pick the Italy first, and then they can pick it most likely. Victor going down, so looks like they won't pick it first. I don't think that they needed to pick Victor first. If it went to Maple, they could just play Orianna against that. So will we see Alistar Maokai here? Yes, we will. So that makes sense. I like to see Sword Art's Alistar get a lot more like early game pressure onto Toys, roaming and whatnot. I don't think you go for the Diana this time around. I think you go for a more impactful like team fight mid laner. As I said last time, Ziggs was good. Probably would be good against Sivir coming in. I don't like that. I think you should pick your top support here just to mimic theirs. So Sivir is countered by Alistar because you can't spell shield him. Morgana's spell shield will help with that. And at least bars, so a lot of hook coming in. I had actually, what am I saying? Hong Kong Esports banned in Italy themselves. So I don't like that team comp from Hong Kong Esports at all. And on his head, so same kind of idea as Diana. Gonna have a stronger laning phase, so They could look for 1v1 advantages there. Well, at least we'll provide magic, so I assume she's going to build some AP. I like Flash Wolves comp a lot better. They have the damage at all stages in the game. They have higher tank, and Eve is great because she's in solo queue. You can deal with her in professional play. She's actually not that great in solo queue. I feel like if they were to buff Eve, like kit buff, not numbers buff, they would make it so her E slows or stuns again, or when her W is active, she does like 3% of max health on hit, which is incredibly broken, and would force her to get destroyed afterwards. But that's just how bad Ride's balance is. And coming out here, looks like they're setting up for Chandler lanes again, but as we saw last time, Hong Kong Esports just set up like this and then rotated the AD carry top. Binding, not hitting Maple there, wouldn't have resulted in anything anyway. The intercedes the ward, saw the ward go down, but he wasn't seen, and he's going to continue to inch forward, warding the red buff just to see if there's a lane swap. It looks like, because if there was, they'd be starting there. So we're able to get a ward into the jungle to stop any invade, or late invade. Obviously, Sivir can spell shield a spell from Varus, but if he's... actually, Sivir should win that bot lane. Not even the spell shield, but just the pushing power. Going in, we haven't really seen Varus bot because he can't afford to go tier in that lane, but still with the AD he'll have going into mid game onto toys could really hurt Hong Kong Esports. And Ole gonna freeze a wave again. It's gonna push back into them, but because it's a 2v2 lane, you don't want that. Actually, I missed it again. Server's top once more. So, what Ole's doing is stopping Flash Wolves from freezing the lane. Really good for Hong Kong Esports. You'd expect after happening it once in game 1, Sorter would wait in bot lane to see. And there you go, they weren't even able to freeze it. Second wave crashes. May's here to pick it up. A bit late, but not too bad. More experience for Ole. No damage to the turret. Kar's is here for a dive, it looks like. And Ole really can't leave just yet. It's going to be really bad for them. Word comes out, it's going to stop Kar's dive, it looks like, unless... Yeah, with Ole leaving, teleport coming in even, they're going to taunt, lands on the starter, might get him killed. Exhaust comes down, actually everyone's going to just jump on him. Stake's taking, and a clean... Stake executes, so clean dive for Flash Wolves coming out here, as Ole didn't want to back yet. Toys bullying out Maple early at least. Shen's just gonna teleport back in. Ole's back there again, so really odd time for Ole to back. They didn't have vision if anything. This will give Dinter enemy red. And due to the lack of numbers toppling. Like, that's why you have your support bot to stop that from happening. Sort of getting it, misses the flash pulverize. Gonna get hit up by the gravity field. And Toys lives. Dinter's here, but he's pretty low. They don't want this fight. He has to flash away right away. And he may have just baited Toys. Has to use his barrier there. Ole already missed binding, so they're giving him way too much leeway. And God Quiet getting caught here. Big mistakes early game over and over again for Hong Kong esports. This is not the team that won last game. Toys gonna have to back for mana here. Gonna be able to upgrade his point. Flash was looking to suffer the dragon. It's warded, so they can't really just go for it, especially with Zed just backing. Looks like they're going to go for another dive in bot lane as May backing away here to see if he turns around. He came back in too early. I guess because Alistair coming in from the front, you figured there wasn't a dive. But that's still... like, it didn't hurt him, but he didn't know, at least wasn't there anymore. Dinter sitting around mid lane. Well, clearing out a ward. Repel to 40 Toys is all. Looks like Dinter's gonna fall down here. Just lets the death mark. Lives the Wraith camp. And now Stakes caught out, gonna go on to Toys to try to get away. Or not Toys. God Quiet. Sivir ulting. Binding lands. This should be Stake falling down. And one more hit goes to Sivir. Ole taking the turret up for him. And Shen teleporting mid lane to protect the turret as they lose the bot lane. They should be able to answer, but they're going to lose a dragon for all that. Are they not taking the turret, or is it going to fall down to the minion wave? Dinter gets really hit up here. Thankfully, Shen comes in, misses he dodges everything, so he gets out. Bit of a mistake there to keep running, but Steak tried to collapse on the team fight, getting cut out. Maple splitting in the bot lane. This is what Flash Wolves want to get the CS on. They have VAR, so you can just clear out waves. And Dinter looking for something top lane. Don't think you'll find anything though, as they went in too early. Dinter should have waited for Malachi to move up a little bit. Maybe he was seen walking into the bush, but regardless, flash down for Steak. God, quite going to be able to pick up the CS in bot lane. And teamfight coming in top. Dinter falls down. Chanel coming in, Tom to Toys. He's gonna fall down to the death mark though. Maple flashing out away after returning to his shadow, gets out unscathed. So they used a lot of globals there. Didn't really get anything except for the kill. Shen alt Maokai teleport. That is, as long as the gold lead doesn't turn into anything, that's worth it for Hong Kong esports. There's always the snowball threat from getting kills, but as long as the team doesn't snowball, having global advantage could mean a lot more. But they'll have to capitalize on it. Maple farming up bot lane again. At one point, like, who are they going to send to stop him? Because you have to keep Shen in the global lane. Silver will get 1v1, Eve will get 1v1, Victor will get 1v1. Going on to Stake here, Dinter doing a lot of damage. Binding lands from Ole, and this will be a dead Stake. Maple looking for Toy. He's going to catch him out here. Doesn't land the Q, but he was able to dodge the gravity field. And not going to be able to pick up a kill. So, Mechanical's mistake on Maple gave away the freest kill he'll find in this game. And there's no way Toys are going to keep pushing. Yeah, he's just going to back, so Maple back to farming. Maple landing some poke onto Ole, but not gonna deter them from contesting Dragon, it looks like. Shen has his ult back up. Maokai not having teleport yet. But Stake is down there to begin with. See if they can go in. Piercing arrow misses. Dinter staying way far back watching Maple. HKE needs to worry about the pinch potential. Dragging over to Flash Wolves, but HKE can easily retaliate by pushing down bot. Flash Wolves see this, they're going to retaliate by pushing down mid lane. And they're going to send everyone back as the threat of Hong Kong Esports forced Maple back. They're going to trade turrets, looks like. Never mind. Twice backed off. Realizing that that's a really long lane to have with Zed. A lot of poke from NL onto Toys. NL, by the way, is never lose. Arrow doesn't hit anyone. Clips a minion though. Dinter getting cut out here by Karsa. Red buff slow will help Ole with the unneeded flash. And Sever getting caught up here. Shenot comes down. Maple onto Ole. Still going to get the kill. Heal and exhaust kit went out. And there's nothing Hong Kong Esports can do to protect this turret anymore, as Flash was going to pick that up and then back away. So, Flash pulverized on a god. Headbutt back. Nobody was able to follow up though as Shenot came in and Tom just as the ult ended. Zed takes one turret shot for killing the Morgana. May waiting for the dive. Nothing's gonna come in here. And Tori's getting hit up by Maple. Looks like he's gonna fall down actually. And Maple backing away there. Not so sure on that. I think he could have killed him. Either way, forces Victor back. NL has to go. What's that? Was that? He already has QSS. QSS is the taunt. And these results disengaged, so nothing happening top lane. Flash Wolves with another turret coming down. 4 turrets to 1 and 2 dragons to nothing. Looks like Flash Wolves are gonna win this game without much trouble. Oh, Toys with the ult on the starter. Dropping him, binding him to the stakes, so a bunch of damage can come out there. Chain of Corruption comes out onto Silver. Chanel comes down to him, but it looks like Zed's going to pick him up. Zed's onto Toys. He's going to pick up another one. Ole's going to fall down here to NL, it looks like, if he can land the piercing arrow. He misses it, so Zed's going to pick Dinter has to back away as Stake rejoins the rest of his team. So, triple kill coming in, and Shen only able to get a turret, but this will be Baron for Flash Wolves. Shen teleporting in for a taunt, trying to stop this Baron. Not able to take it away. Eve fell down trying to steal as well. May just going to get another Trent off before falling down eventually to never lose. Baron on to 4 of them. Concrete was going to answer with the first dragon, but that's really not a prize. A very good constellation prize. So, misses the spell shield onto it. Pretty big mistake considering how mechanically sound he was last game. And then Zed just picks it up, ults on, ignite down to Toys, flashes forward for gets a crit. And then Ole here dodges that, but can't outrun them. Ghostblade comes in, throws the Q out. No poke landing. looks like it'll just be another, like, I don't know how Hong Kong is supposed to protect this. Zed's splitting mid. They could go in right now, but he's going to join his team soon enough. They have to go in before any poke lands, and with the Baron buff, they're going to keep having the turret down. Like, Toys is already halved, now he has to back. They have the Silver, they have Channel, they should just, they should just all go in before this happens. Toys getting hit up. This could be good for them actually, as Toys the Hourglass, but now he's dead. Maple's here, he's going to go on to Dinter. Gets hit up by Binding, but Dinter's still going to fall. Godquake getting hit up by Stake, now he's going to die. Gets hit by an at least auto attack. And this will be an inhib, if not more, for Flash Wolves. Really, really bad play for Hong Kong esports this time around. And they're just gonna back away off that. Binding on Destroyer, he's just gonna walk away afterwards. Someone's gonna go clear up bot lane. So, chain of captured and stun landing onto Toys, he hourglasses and gets Shen ulted. And hit by a piercing arrow, he's dead. And then here comes Zed, just picks anyone in that team he wants to kill. At least picks up that one. They need to go before Varus can land an arrow. It's on Dinter to flank around at this point. May miss the taunt to Zed, but Dinter gonna get hit up here. Looks like he's just gonna get 100 toad. Taunt underneath the turret. Shen ulted Eve instead of killing Zed. Ult didn't do anything, so that's a cooldown wasted and a free kill for Flash Wolves. Ghostblade used from Never Lose. Not quite sure about that one. And another inhib gonna fall. Flash Wolves really could just shred at this point, or not Flash Wolves, Hong Kong esports really should. Chain Crush lands on Shen, Twisted Advance on him as well. Black Shield's down as Twisted Advance and an arrow land on. At least he's just dueling Godquake. Alistair gets a kill with Ignite, looks like. Picks up the next one, and 2 for 1 after big dive from Karsa. And off that, they can just keep pushing. Zed joined the team. Now it's 4v3. And you can't fight them 4v4. You can't fight them 4v3. So, Dinter just having no armor here gets killed right away. And May ulting instead of continuing the fight. Maple trying to look for something again. Dinter misses his ult there, and not what he wanted. Not enough follow-up by Hong Kong esports, as he just thought he could scare Maple off. And with that, Flash Wolves are going to get a free Baron. Let's see how May can do with taunts. Actually, it's a 3-man taunt there and forces out the cleanse, but that's not going to do much as stake in the back line. He's onto Toys, headbutt pulverized, and another kill coming down. Flash Wolves could just take Baron if they wanted to, but it looks like they're just going to try to end the game by pushing down mid lane. Probably the better choice. There's no wave clear anymore. They have Sivir, but Sivir needs to protect the base. So triple inhib versus gives you 2 super minions in each wave. A lot better than the Baron. Gonna be able to take up the top lane inhib now. 13 seconds left on Victor, so no engage to worry about. And now they can just back off and take the Baron, recall, come back for the final push. 10k gold lead coming in, and Toys hasn't had his chances to farm. He's still number 1 or highest CS in the game, but he hasn't been able to go around and find the free lanes. Hong Kong Esports are going to try to counter with the dragon the game. Last time it didn't work out for them. Looks like this time it won't work either, as Zed's coming up fast with Sword Art. Oh, forces the Stand United off just without even using his ult. They think this little bit game as Toys is going to really fall down here. They already got Godquai. Maple's hunting. Now the question is, does Maple just go for the win? Maple the guest drawn. As Toys just kept running. Dinter falling down here. They're just taking up the Nexus turret, it's no big deal. Toys finally joins the team. May gets a kill with taunt actually. May just going for kills at this moment. Game ended before you could pick up the second one. But series tied 1-1.